Hi, I'm Captain Dieter Scheel. Welcome to my website. I am a U.S. Coast Guard licensed captain, charter captain on the Delaware River. I fish 12 months a year on the river, and I've been guiding for about 10 years. Been fishing the river basically my whole life. We fish out of a 17-foot River Pro High Pro XT, 175 horsepower V6, the ability to go in about 4 inches of water and pretty much take us anywhere on the river that the fish are. My boat is stocked with the finest St. Croix rods, Shimano and Daiwa reels, and all the safety equipment that we'll ever need. Certainly more than the Coast Guard requires. Sides on the boat are about 36 inches, and I fish lots of kids every year on the boat, and many children have caught their first fish on my boat, as a matter of fact. Also have many expert fishermen on the boat each year who come back year after year to try the new tackle that we have on the boat and explore new parts of the river. As I said, I fish the river 12 months a year. We begin in January and February fishing for walleye and muskies on the river. Don't generally guide on the river that time of the year. In March, about the middle of March, we begin to fish for shad, usually around March 16th. We've actually caught shad on March 16th in water as cold as 43 degrees. Beginning about April 1st, depending on where the shad are in the river, I begin guiding for shad. I usually fish 4 trips every weekend and an after-work special after work every day from 4 until dark. Usually by April 1st, the shad fishing is very, very good in the Lambertville area where we fish. In the past few years, we've had several 100 fish days, several 40 to 50 fish trips, and didn't get skunked at all in 2011. We had plenty of fish in the river. Each year for the last 3 years has been my best year. It just seems to get better and better. We fish through April for shad, and at the end of April we begin fishing for striper. Striped bass fishing on the Delaware has changed dramatically in 2012, will change dramatically in 2012 because of the herring moratorium. We will no longer be able to go down to Trenton, fish for herring, and then use the live herring. Herring is not an option in the river, whether as cut bait or as live bait, so we will be changing things up this year. There are a number of methods that we are still able to catch striper, but we will be fishing plugs, we will be fishing bait on the bottom, and we will be doing some night fishing. Stay tuned for this, as it's going to be an exciting time to try out new things. Striper season generally lasts through the beginning of June. The fish are getting smaller and smaller as the large fish head back out to the ocean after spawning and feeding on all the herring. By the beginning of June, it's mostly fish in the 20-inch range, 20 to 30-inch range, and soon after that, it's all resident fish, which get up into the 30s, but are certainly not the big fish that we see in April and May. In June, I usually take a month off from guiding. The smallmouth bass are in post-spawn, sometimes have lockjaw, and I spend some family time. In July, we begin fishing again, taking some guided trips in July for smallmouth, walleye, channel catfish, those resident striper we talked about, and we'll fish those all the way through till November. This year, I'm going to be fishing for flatheads on some evenings, also going to be doing some carp trips. We have carp up to 25 pounds in the river. We'll be doing some light tackle, sight fishing for carp this year, and that should be a blast as well. We've had some luck the past few years, although I haven't guided for them. Should be a lot of fun. After November, I usually take a break until March, and then the whole thing starts over again. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video. I hope you can find some time to join me on the river this year. You'll be fishing with the best equipment, and one of the most beautiful stretches of river on the East Coast. We'll have lots of fun. We may learn some things. If you have a young one, bring them out to catch some fish. We can always find fish on the river to catch. And give me a call or drop me an email. I look forward to hearing from you.